Welcome to Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Mass. Here we have Rob on Bug Delver versus Nathan on Hogaak. He has rattled off 2 wins so far. Bug Delver, leading out with his ideal draw of a turn 1 Delver, may have something to say about it. Once upon a time, Nathan will have his choice of a Hedron Crab or another land, and he opts for the land. Into careful study. This Hogaak list very powerful. We got a couple of Vengevines, it looks like, going into the graveyard, so we could see 8 hasty damage on turn 2. Thoughtseize. And a fairly difficult to disrupt hand here. There's the Hogaak, which doesn't care about being in the graveyard. Most of these spells don't really care. Once Upon a Time is multiple mana. I do think Careful Study likely the best choice here. 3 damage coming in. And it does feel a little bit like Delver's just going to be too slow here. Cabal Therapy. That does draw a Daze. And then it gets flashed back. Oh, he actually named Daze. Alright, that makes sense. It's like he showed his hand. And it's not actually flashed back. Nathan losing some life here to Delver each turn. But this Hogaak deck does kind of finish with a spectacular flurry of creatures and spells when it's able to. He needs another zombie in order to recur this Gravecrawler repeatedly. And I think we're just going to see a Hogaak here. I think we may see Dryad Arbor into just casting the 8/8. And just casting it from hand, leaving a couple of Vengevines in the oh no. Yeah, they should just be in the graveyard. He only cast the 1 creature this turn. Dryad Arbor doesn't count as a spell. Hogaak gets Force of Willed. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a loss as to how those Vengevines got into play. May not have followed the action correctly, or it's possible both of these players have made an error. Hogaak being cast, exiling cards from the graveyard, and 4 more. We've got a bounce on one of the Vengevines, and that is simply not going to be enough. Looks like wrapping up sideboarding here, getting ready for game number 2. So Nathan finds himself up a game. Let me know in the comments. I'm guessing what I missed there about how those Vengevines entered the battlefield. Dryad Arbor is not casting a spell. And Vengevine is definitely about casting creature spells. There may have been a Gravecrawler I missed, perhaps. So many 1-mana threats that this deck is capable of casting. And truly threats. I mean, Stitcher Supplier and Hedron Crab, absolutely, potentially game-winning cards. Definitely worth Force of Willing when you're playing against this deck. There's not a lot else left in the deck that you'll be able to Force of Will. Something like Hogaak is just going to come back. Learned about him firsthand at the Modern Horizons pre-release. Found him to be completely unstoppable. Even if you had a counterspell, if you have bigger creatures, or like creatures to trade. If you have a bigger creature, I guess you're fine. But not a whole lot bigger than an 8/8 in that limited format. And as it turns out, also in Legacy, not a whole lot bigger than an 8/8. You do have your occasional Merit Lage or your Emrakul, but for the most part, he is going to tower over everything else on the board. We've got a careful study from Nathan getting dazed by Rob, who again has that first turn Delver. Wasteland on Underground Sea. Careful study for Nathan off of this Misty Rainforest, fetching another Underground Sea. Couple of Vengevines going to the graveyard. Delver not flipping, which is a big problem. You really want this guy flipped and doing 3 damage a turn. Stitcher Supplier now threatens not only to slow down the beatdown from this 1/1, but of course move this game plan forward. And if Nathan has another 1-drop, this is going to be getting ugly very fast, as he actually has a pair of Vengevines already in the graveyard. Does he have a Hogaak in there already? Dryad Arbor bringing back Bloodghast. It looks like he may have a Hogaak in hand. And he does. And that would be the second creature of the turn. Vengevine sending for 8. And this is going to be a wrap here for Delver. They're facing down an 8/8 trample, a couple of 4/3s, some 1/1s in the form of Dryad Arbor and Stitcher Supplier. This is far too much to answer. Even getting rid of Hogaak, it's over very quickly. Actually, it's still over even if they answer Hogaak. We've got a Fatal Push taking out the Bloodghast. Totally resilient threat, though. If he has a land, it's going to be coming back. He untaps, plays a young Pyromancer, but yeah, Bloodghast coming right back anyways. Altar of Dementia, and that is going to do it. So Nathan able to pivot at the end there. Altar would have been a combo kill. Rob packing it in, not making him go through it. Generally, you want to make your opponent go through it there. If you have a Surgical Extraction, it can potentially be useful in breaking up the combo, hitting their Bridge from Belows. But yeah, I mean, it was over. So Nathan taking it down, and looks like we may see some more of this Hogaak list on camera. Looking very strong so far. That is all for this one, but don't worry, there is a lot more. You can check out our older videos, and we're always putting out new videos from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Massachusetts. If you want to help the channel, of course, you can like, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell so you can know the next time our new videos come out. Thanks for watching.